Hello, Logo 304. I think it's been a couple of weeks again. We've been very busy with administration of contracts, taking care of the members here at Logo 304 last couple of weeks. So it's Friday, so I got a little opportunity to give you kind of an update on what's happening. So first of all, I got some good news. Got absolutely zero COVID cases so far this week. So I think that is the first time I've been able to say that in just about a year. So congratulations, keep it up. I know there's still some frustration out there with some of the questions you have, especially Kansas Gas, that you have to answer before going to work, and they're making sure that they're protecting everyone by possibly overreacting and sending folks home when they don't have the COVID. So working with labor relations on that issue, and hopefully we'll get some resolve so that we can get back to some stage of normal. I mentioned earlier about how busy we are. So negotiations are going on in several of the contracts. The Evergy combined negotiations. We are asking for some more financial information. We're deep into the economic proposals now. So we've taken a break and go back to the table on the 28th. So really hoping that we're going to have something for you in the next couple of weeks that we can explain and get your vote on. So pretty cool stuff. Anxious to have that one behind us. On Monday, the 26th, since we voted down the extension offer that Kansas Gas Service had given us, we will be opening up at the table, and then we've blocked out dates for May. There's 3 weeks in May, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for that negotiation. So hopefully that will also go smooth and should have something come out of that in the next couple of months. Line clearance negotiations, we've been talking about this for quite a while. We are going to reconvene the negotiations on Tuesday, the 27th, here at the hall. So we'll have our committee here and meet with the contractors. And again, I believe that we should have something for you late next week for your consideration. The letters for the International Convention should be in the mail. The ballot information should be in the mail on the 30th, with the postmark date being the 18th of May and then counted on the 20th. If we have to have a runoff election, those will be mailed back out on the 28th. So pay attention to that. Please exercise your right to vote. Make sure we support those delegates that have been nominated for their national convention. It's not been made official yet, but the best word I got so far is that the convention will be held in May of 2022 in Chicago. So again, please mail back in your ballot, support those delegates that are running for that important spot on the International Convention. We also are also in the process of moving all of our paper files to digital files. I know we've been talking about this for more than a year, but it's really coming to fruition now. So I think that we're down to about 4 boxes for me to review, seeing some really cool information, looking back on officer elections clear back into the 60s and 70s. So some pretty cool stuff there. But these files will all be made digital and then shared in our cloud so that we can make them even searchable. So moving into the next phase of our administration of contracts. Organizing continues. We are still focusing on the Periton and looking for the internal drive to boost the membership, and then also getting those dues deducts forms updated. So any support, you Periton members out there, we really appreciate everything you've done so far, and keep the momentum going. We're coming up on the finish line of that. The dues deduct forms need to be in by next month. So Chad's going to be doing some door knocking, so expect to see his smiling face on your doorstep at some point. Let's talk a little bit about safety, man. I tell you what, we've had several accidents recently. Last week we had a contact and the member is out of the hospital, but it really concerns me that we need to be paying attention to the entire job, looking at the entire scope of the work, and not just what's right in front of me, but also what's around me. So we need to develop a culture that's all about taking care of my brother and sister and making sure that we're performing the work safely. So I know that we can have the ebbs and flows of cultures with our companies, but we need to be static in that culture, that we take care of ourselves and that we perform like the professionals that we are. So please pay attention. Let's take a big breath, and let's make sure we do our job safely. Maintains that productivity, which keeps our value up. So appreciate everything you can do. We have Evergy has an MOU to recognize service work across the legacy KCPL area, and we reviewed that MOU because I know there's some concerns from the membership. So I will be putting out a minutes, I guess is the best way to say it, a review of what we discussed on the MOU. We do agree that we're going to meet every 30 days. It is voluntary. I know that we've got members out there that are really wanting to volunteer to go over there. You do get the higher the wages wherever you're at. So we need to support those that want to do that, but also communicate if there's issues. It's all voluntary. Please let me know if that's not something that's happening, and keep me informed so that when I meet with the company every 30 days, I can address whatever concerns you have. It is our way of offsetting contractors, and I really support the brotherhood that we have amongst all of our unions to make sure we're supporting one another in that Evergy umbrella. So the last thing I know that there's a lot of anxiety in our coal-fired generation facilities with the pending IRPs from both Kansas and Missouri. IRP is Integrated Resource Plan. And the IRP for Missouri should be out late next week. And so please be patient as we work through this. Once we get that IRP, then we can actually start doing some impact bargaining and have some direction, right, to know what our target is that needs to be discussed. I know there's staffing issues at Lawrence Energy Center, for example, and I know there's a lot of guys working a lot of overtime. There's a lot of concern about craft classifications and whatnot. We need to be patient to get to the IRP, and then we can start addressing those issues. Don't let it impact your ability to be safe, okay? Please concentrate, as I said earlier, on doing everything we can to maintain that safe work environment. I know it's tough. I know you've been working long hours, and understand how that anxiety over this IRP from both the rules coming out from management, or the communication coming out from management, and us waiting to see what the future is going to look like. So I appreciate everything you do, Local 304, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.